Hi, in this video, I want to give you an idea as to how workflow works in ActionStep, some of its possibilities, and how you can go about actually creating workflows. So in ActionStep, workflow is at the heart of our practice management system. This is driven on a few key things and can be found in some different areas of the system, but the primary area for using workflow is within your matters. I can see here in this matter, I have got a workflow that is key and center to the matter. So these are the series of steps and stages I have chosen to break down this type of matter into. So the matter type is what we just call a general matter. So this is just a generic workflow that just comes standard with every action step system. Underneath here, I've got those key steps and stages, and I can see that I've got multiple pathway options as well. So I can take this from initial inquiry to initial meeting, or I could move it to a couple of other possible steps as well. The idea behind workflow is to automate things that you really shouldn't be spending your time doing. So if I go to move this to the next phase here, to initial meeting, I can see that I have got action steps starting to do things automatically for me. So in this case here, we're going to have one task get assigned to whoever is listed as the legal assistant on this matter. You can have as many tasks getting assigned to as many different people as you would like. I am having a document template get automatically generated and saved into my document management system. So that is my engagement letter there. Again, you can have as many different documents being automatically generated upon each of these steps. And I'm going to have an automatic email get sent out from the lawyer. It's going to go to the client listed on the matter. And it is going to be an email template with things such as maybe when their next appointment is, key details about the matter, and it will have all of my firm's branding on it as well. Other key things that you can do is you can also force users to enter in key data points as well as they move through matters. So I can see here that there's a little red asterisk next to the conflict of interest notes. That means that this user would not have been able to move on to the next phase of the matter without having recorded the conflict of interest notes here. So that all happens upon me hitting change step. So, how do you get workflows and how do you put your firm's fingerprints and really the things that drive your firm into ActionStep and into workflow? Well, this really all happens at the admin level of ActionStep. So if I go into admin and I go into my matter types, these are all the different matter types that I have going in my test system. Now, the whole idea here is there are a number of matter types that come with ActionStep. But if you're a sizable firm that really wants to bake your own processes into your own practice management system, then what you are going to want to do is you are going to want to create your own matter types. That will allow you to take your processes and your types of work and get them baked into your practice management system. So if I go down here to the general matter type here, here are all the things that you can customize within your types of work. So things like workflow, which we'll continue on in just a second. The data fields that your staff are entering, those will flow into things like your document templates, your document management folder structure. You can also use email templates as well and create those to merge with key attributes from the client as well. And if you are a growing and scaling firm, another thing that you can tie into workflow are help articles that will guide your staff through every step of a workflow. So if I go into workflow here, this is where you create the tree, the different possible steps, and the different levels of automation that happen on each one. So adding additional steps is done through here, and then in our workflow diagram is where you piece together the journey that you want your staff to go on. To program certain things to go happen on each one of the steps, simply click the step on the right, scroll down to your step actions, and this is where you tell ActionStep to do things automatically for you on this step. So do we want ActionStep to create documents for us on this step? Then yes, switch that on. If you want action step to automatically create emails, then switch that on. Same with tasks, and same with forcing the users to enter in key information points, or as we call it, custom data. Then simply switch that on. Scrolling down, you'll be able to now add what document you want to have automatically generated on that step. Here's where you'd be able to draft and design your email template to get sent out on that step. Here are tasks that are being assigned to different staff members, and as well key data fields that you want to make sure are entered. Now, there are lots of different ways as well from a reporting standpoint that you can also use workflow. It is more than just automation on each step, but workflow gives you great oversight into what is going on within each of your matters. It allows you to go into things like your matter list views and see what is going on with all the most important information. So from the click of a button, that allows you to get views such as this, where you can see all your matters that are currently going on, who are they currently assigned to, what step in the workflow are they actually up to, and other key columns of information. There's lots of other things that you can program with ActionStep as well, such as you can tie billing, you can set billing dates into the workflow. You can have it so that ActionStep matters don't move farther unless you have unless you have bills paid, for instance, in the workflow as well. There's lots of different information available to you. If you are interested in finding out more, then I would recommend sending us an inquiry through on the request a demo button here on our website, and we can certainly dive into this in more deep detail. Thanks.